folks. We're back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yay! Sorry about that. We had technical difficulties.
We had to switch out.
Hello. Wait.
Okay.
That's fine. That's good.
Are we live?
Okay, we are live. We're back.
All right, here
so
we are.
sorry.
We dropped you
We dropped you.
on accident.
Here, we'll
All
send a
right,
message
John.
so people know to come back.
Okay, we're back. We're back by popular demand. John says, I'm in the meantime, I'm gonna open a bottle of wine.
That's a great idea.
So if you have any pianetta in front of you, do it, baby. Sorry about that.
We could not continue that video.
So what's happening?
So people have to go to a new. So this becomes a new feed. Because our live feed was interrupted.
Oh, we got 3.
Yeah, so hey guys, so sorry about that. I just sent a message to the old feed to let them know to go to the new feed. We just had a technical difficulty where our device went offline and we could not get it to reconnect. So we switched devices and we can connect now. So unfortunately, we did have to start a new feed. But we'll just wait and for everyone to get back. But we were just talking about the Malbec, and we were talking about what we can taste in this Malbec, and why, and what requirements we use, or what kind of I don't know, protocols we want to see before we release it. So we always taste the 2018 wines here and there just to see how they're progressing. Some varietals go through bottle shock really quickly, others take a little more time. This one being a bigger wine, I think it took a little more time. So you're just kind of trying to get back to that natural, what we tasted when we were doing the barrel tastings prior to releasing.
I still smell gummy bears. Like, I don't know, it's just like sweet and fruity and
Well, you're gonna
gummy bears.
See, it's funny, my phone doesn't even want to get rid of the old feed. How funny is that?
So I get a little blackberry, a little vanilla. So
It
that's
makes it vanilla.
but it does have some nice fruit to it. And usually, I mean, you actually made a Malbec that's how like the Argentinians like it. They like it with a little fruit.
What is Malbec traditionally supposed to taste like?
Well, it's traditionally supposed to have some fruit to it. You're gonna get the blackberry. You're gonna get more of the like cocoa, sweet tobacco. That's what they're saying, and then a little bit of
So you're getting a lot of savory things, not necessarily fruits.
right. We're getting bigger, but we were comparing it to. I compared this deep, dark, beautiful color to our cab.
Yeah.
And so this is actually, it's bigger in color, but I don't know if
It
it's
is a lot.
bigger in flavor.
It is much more soft than I was anticipating, I will
And
say
it's
that.
gonna be, because they say that Malbecs don't have a long finger.
They don't,
Some of them.
They don't have long fingers?
No.
So they're not good at playing the
So
piano?
they don't know,
They don't have
they
piano
have long
fingers?
legs, but
Okay.
not long fingers.
Interesting.
So a Malbec is the kind of wine that you're gonna, it's not gonna have a long lingering finish. It's not gonna have a
Yeah,
long
it
lingering
doesn't.
finish. So that's why they're saying that earlier. We were
Anise,
talking.
I get anise. Oh, go ahead.
We were talking about that. That's why you want to pair it with more leaner meats, blue cheese.
Now, what
And
are they? And blue cheese. Oh, I
Like I
guess
said,
it's
melted blue cheese on a French baguette in this. It's
okay.
a match made in
Isn't
heaven.
well? We should try that later for sure.
Okay.
I am thinking. So you know what's so funny? I actually cooked some meat from the Tailor Made Livestock. So we bought a big box of meat from Tailor Made Livestock, and he does a lot of grass fed. Like a lot of grass fed. And so the meat that I had last night was very lean, and it would have gone very
That
well.
was the flank.
And it was meat. No, I actually cooked. I believe it was a fillet.
Filet mignon.
It was fillet and very lean.
Well, didn't I get filet from you?
Yeah, well, I got a little of everything.
I know, but I have to get some.
You still have to,
I-
yeah.
and
I have
still
your
owe-
name on all
And
of
I
the meat.
still owe
I'm
you.
storing Bonnie's meat in my freezer.
So I got my stimulus check, so I need
And I
to pay
put
you.
BK on all of, I should have put Chicken Lady on all of her meat.
The chicken
So
lady.
I'm not eating your meat.
I'm
We
popular.
We ordered enough meat for
I
all.
am popular there in Paso Robles now, and I have to tell you, last
Bonnie's
night,
gone viral.
I have. And I really felt like a celebrity. I swear to God I did. I'm driving my scooter with my chicken outfit, her chicken outfit, and people, chicken lady, and all over Facebook, I love seeing you. You put a smile on everybody's faces. And people are coming up asking me for my picture. They want a picture with me.
Oh,
I
and the
felt-
boy this morning.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and then
I'm gonna start calling you Jennifer Aniston. Like,
Okay,
oh my God.
Oh, that's Cher.
Taylor,
Oh
oh my gosh. Oh,
She says that?
But Cher saying.
Oh.
You didn't know that? Oh my gosh.
So anyways, I'm coming out
Anna's
of,
so young.
I'm driving my car, I drove my car today, so I'm coming out of my garage with the chicken soup. And my garage door open and I'm standing by my scooter and these kids are 2 doors down.
And they
The
recognize.
chicken lady! There's the chicken, we live next door to the chicken lady.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
oh my God. I'm like, oh.
She has gone locally viral and it's all over everyone's face. So we do the cruise nights on Friday and they're rotating towns. So Paso Robles cruise night was last night. So there was a chicken lady sighting and it was all over.
All over.
We're
Yeah.
trying to make the newspaper.
And I
KSBY.
drove by KSBY, saw me,
And
but
they
he didn't film me.
He missed
But-
out on the big story.
But everybody loved I Heart Paso. They said it was the perfect T-shirt I was wearing.
We'll have to post a picture of Bonnie in this feed. Actually, I'll try to do it while we taste this Malbec because I took some pictures of her before she left last night. And they're great because we got the I Heart Paso shirts and the double XL fits very well over the chicken soup.
Yeah, I have a big chicken butt, and I cannot lie.
It's quite cute.
Okay.
But yeah, at any rate, so interesting. The blueberry. Oh my God, that's awesome. Mallory, she should be watching too. That's great. I'm gonna post one in
And
the
look what I'm
feed.
holding.
I know. We'll post one to the feed so you guys can see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're talking about the traditional flavors versus what we're getting, and I that's why whenever people talk about the style, oh, never mind. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. We were talking filet mignon, and
And meat.
And that's exactly what I would pair it with some melted blue cheese over it.
melted blue cheese. You know, the other thing I was thinking, like venison or some sort of
Tacos.
not
Gamey?
super gamey, but a little gamey
Well, I
or
have,
lean. It's all that lean, dark red meat.
and you know what? And yes, like
Not
what's
necessarily chicken.
elk.
An elk, yes.
Ooh, but I have to tell you, I've had that still, and I don't know, maybe it's just in my brain. When I taste a little bit of anything gamey, I can't do it. To me, lamb is gamey,
Right. Yes.
and so I can't do gamey.
Mhm.
So, just saying.
Interesting.
But maybe if I had a lot of Malbec, I could do it.
You might. You never know. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe okay, so just like a grass fed or a lean meat of sorts.
Yes. But I really feel that the filet mignon would probably go really well, or even a London broil.
I
So
love lemon broil.
Anna was asking about tacos, and I think tacos depending on the seasoning because you can use all kinds of different meats for taco. We were talking about this. I use a flank steak myself.
Yeah.
I want to try flank.
A lot
But
of
don't you have
people
to
do.
beat it?
You want to beat the meat? No, you don't have to. No.
I
but
would just pound that
I
puppy
use-
until it's soft.
I'm not making chicken fried steak here. I'm making tacos.
We love tacos here. We
Yeah, the
love
flank steak's
tacos.
great. You can also use a skirt steak,
Steak
and that's
skirt.
also kind of lean. It has a little more fat to it, and it's a much thinner cut of meat. But to me, it's dependent on the spices. And just like Italian food, each region of like Mexico has a different flavor that they're known for, right?
Exactly.
Just because, like, where was I? And it was like that really big mole, kind of like, you know, like that.
Oh, mole.
Yeah.
Look
So
at you're hungry.
some of those get into that.
I mean, you mentioned
Style.
Mexican food, and I'm like,
Yeah.
huh? Where are the tacos?
Well, it's like even like New Mexico. It's like everything there is about the hatch chili, I believe.
I
the
love
green
that,
chili.
I
So I would just be careful with the spice. I think if you go to like here in Paso, there's a little of everything, but a lot of it is like that Baja style taco,
yes.
or the pastor taco. And the spices there seem to be a little brighter, and I would be a little concerned of pairing something like that with
With
this.
yes.
I
So
think you want a little more subdued.
yes,
Okay.
you want a little bit more mild.
Okay.
I totally get that because I don't think that this wine could take on the flavor.
I completely 100%
Can't
agree.
take on the taco.
No.
It can't take on the spicy taco.
No,
So
not me.
So
me
what
crying.
can
What would you
take
do?
on the taco?
Well, I would just do.
I
I
would do
would.
Zin.
I would just do it.
Oh, jug wine actually is what I would do. But go ahead.
Yeah, me too. But with the if you wanted to, just we could go with a mild taco.
Okay.
So you could still eat taco with, you could, a gringo taco, let's put it that way. You know, I'm a little gringo, I like lettuce, tomato,
You can't
I
have
like
a lot of
my-
spice.
I used to.
I like the spice.
I like the
But
spice,
it
but
is
in limited
Lettuce,
amounts.
tomato,
I
and
have to be
cheese,
careful.
you know, like a Taco Bell taco type of thing,
Okay. Oh.
That- but you can.
That's probably lean meat because it's probably not even real meat.
It's probably not.
It's
Let's
soy.
talk about the
Okay,
real
yes, no,
stuff.
sorry. But anyways,
We got
a
carried
more
away.
milder taco is
We
what
must
I
be
would
hungry.
suggest.
But yeah, so because you're not okay, so you're not getting. I'm getting a little like that dark fruit, but I get anise, and I get like it's not floral, but it's
I don't get the floral.
there is some earthy notes to this, but it's actually to me a little more just brooding. It's hard to describe the mouthfeel I'm
It
getting.
has a really, you're right, it has a really clean finish. It's just like,
Very smooth.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
That's the other thing that we look for when we go to release a wine is it too sharp? Is it too harsh on the finish? You want it to kind of finish smooth. When it finishes too bright or too harsh, whether it's tannins, acids, or just being unsettled, it just is not pleasant in any way, and that may not open up like you want it to.
this has a wonderful, wonderful flavor. I do get a little bit of the acidity on my tongue towards the end.
Okay.
So, but that's gonna soften anyways. But I have to tell you, this Malbec, to me, I'm getting that, I'm getting that big dark something.
It's
Plummy,
interesting.
something
Yes.
plum.
There's a richness, but you know what's interesting? When Anna mentioned gummy bears, I don't get that on the nose so much, but when I taste this wine, it's not huge. And over the tongue, I'm not tasting so much flavor, but it is kind of this bright, fruity, mild fruit, but it is a little bright, and that's where I can see the gummy. I mean, it doesn't taste like gummy bears, but
Yeah, because
that concept of
And it's
fruit.
not sweet. It's not like it's not like you're eating sugar.
Lisa,
No, it's-
Lisa asked when are we releasing the Malbec, and actually, that's actually what we're discussing. So this is why we're tasting it. We thought that the Malbec was going to need a lot more time the last time we tasted it, which I think was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's.
But
it's
we're really
improved.
happy
It's
with
improved,
how it's
but
doing.
Yes. I have to tell you, there's certain wines out there that once you taste it, you know that you like it,
Mhm.
you know? And but this has, to me, it is a true Malbec. A lot of times you could take, you know, it's not overwhelming, the wood did not take over. This, maybe I'm just prejudiced or I'm just partial, but this was made so elegantly perfect because you're gonna taste this wine and you're actually gonna taste what a true Malbec is gonna be.
you know,
Does that make sense to you?
it makes sense. And now that you
Do
mentioned
you
fruit,
taste the fruit, how it tastes, get that savor, because a cab is a cab
Mhm.
and a Malbec, I mean, when you compare, this is amazing.
Well, today, you know, my family came in today.
Oh,
and,
was that your mom?
stepmom, and then my sister-in-law. And my sister-in-law, my stepmom asked like, oh, does Canada have any fruity wines?
Rose petals.
Because
Mhm.
my sister-in-law really likes fruity wines, and now I'm like, fruity wine. It's like fruit.
It is, it's fruity, like on
But
the
it's-
body, I guess,
Yeah.
texture.
Fruity bud, yes, but
the
it's not
flavor-
fruit forward and jammy.
No,
It's not that
no.
jamminess, so you're not gonna get that, but you're gonna,
It's like getting those brooding notes, but without like that heavy mouthfeel.
exactly, and you know what when I get slurred, I kinda got like that cherry, that dark cherry
See, I get like a,
slur.
Yeah, I think the gummy bears is coming from the fruit. Like when you open a bag of gummy bears and it's just like fruity.
And now I have to go get gummy bears.
oh, so
love
Lisa,
gummy
to
bears.
answer your question, we were tasting
Sorry.
this to figure out when we think it's gonna be ready. We thought it was gonna not be until the fall, but I imagine this one is gonna be released by the first of July. I'm assuming. I mean, I think, is that the verdict here? So the Cab Franc, the Reserve Cab, and now the Malbec will probably be released.
1st of July, maybe over the 4th of July.
Ooh, maybe for 4th of July weekend.
That, and look at all those colors, you'll be getting, baby, you're a firework.
Oh yeah, what's gonna happen at 4th of July with the Corona?
I'm gonna be drinking Pianetta, not a Corona,
Oh,
and so,
I'm gonna be.
I don't know. I don't know if there's been any.
we'll have a barbecue here.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so brooding notes, a little bit of fruit. I had an epiphany. I got rose petal,
I didn't.
but it's not sweet. It's not like this fruity, like sweet
It's
wine.
not overpowering.
It's
yeah,
like dried brooding fruit. So like I can't decide between blackberry
So, like-
or blueberry right now on my fruits, but it's definitely like a dried
dry cherry.
or like or sauce, like a reduction of
I
like
kind of, yeah, I kind of get the blackberry, but I get a little plum, but maybe the plum is,
I'd like to
Not
try
it.
with this.
yeah, I get the berry and anise and rose petal. That's where those are. I'm
sold.
settling. I'm
still-
final offer.
I'm
Final.
is this your final
It
answer?
is my final
Cake and
answer.
Pianetta.
I'm submitting that one.
Gummy bears is mine.
Alrighty, we
It's
all.
an odd one, but I stick with the gummy bears.
I would say there are some tannins there, and a little bit of acid, but not overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, when I slurred, I just got a little bit on my tip, but
Yeah.
that's gonna go
But
away.
it's not heavy. That's what's kind
Not
of neat about
heavy.
this wine.
And,
Chili. I would have this with chili. Maybe. Not a spicy chili.
Like a pump.
Cincinnati chili.
Dennison's chili.
Oh, you're going Denison's?
Bell pepper.
Oh,
Stuffed bell pepper.
I thought you were better than. Oh yes, absolutely.
No beans.
Denison's.
I like Dennison's.
Oh my God, we
You
should
like
do
that?
pairing.
What
We
is
should
Denison's?
do an episode on pairing canned food with wines.
Is that canned beans?
It's
No.
canned chili. It's a brand of canned chili, like
Well,
Stag's.
I like Stag's too.
Oh.
I've never had I mean, my sister, she's won the chili cook-off before, but people put too many beans in the chili, and I'm not a bean girl.
Well,
So
Cincinnati
that's why-
chili is no bean.
Man, that's like.
Okay, oh, it isn't, okay,
No
I'll try
beans.
Cincinnati.
But
So is it as good as Tommy's
They
chili on
throw
there?
it in there, and they put cinnamon and like sometimes like little chocolate in there.
Oh,
There's always.
I don't care for it personally, but
I'm not a Cincinnati. I like chili on my hot dog.
So, well, should we talk? I mean, is there anything else that we want to talk about with Malbec? I will say, I know it's not planted. It's not really mass planted anywhere,
It's not, and that's what we were
except
talking about.
Argentina.
Argentina, France. It's more in Argentina than it is in France.
Mm-hmm.
France is number 2. We're number 3. The United States is just a little. It's just a little sparkle in your daddy's eye.
Yeah,
Of
the Malbec. I mean, and here, but here in France, you'll see it more in blends. Here, you see it in blends, but I think you get a little more on the standalone. But Argentina has a lot of standalone
Yeah.
Malbec.
And you can get it for $15-20.
That's
And
the
I have to
benefit.
tell you, if you can find anything Malbec from Argentina, you can't really go wrong.
I am very happy with Malbecs from Argentina, 100%.
But I have to tell you, I'm super happy about this one. I really feel that you captured the true Malbec,
Yay.
is all I'm just saying.
So we can't wait to share this with you. We'll let you, I mean, basically by July 1st.
Yay.
We'll let you
So
know.
it'll be just in time for 4th of July.
Cheers.
So, yeah, cheers. Way to go. And then I have a quarantine tip, but do you guys have any quarantine tips today?
I have a quarantine tip.
Go ahead.
Don't stay at home.
That's good.
Wow, that's a hill to put your flag on, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Don't stay at home. Get out, breathe the air, because life's too short to drink bad Malbec.
You know, and that's, you know, I'll say it, like, I know that we're very lucky to be in an area that we are, because it's not very congested. But I do know we've had, just so you guys know, I've got the winery, we're allowing one group at a time for camping. And we have had a lot of people from San Francisco come down for a night or two. And, you know, obviously we're only having like 2 people there at a time, or, you know, one couple is camping together. So we don't allow multiple groups, we just allow one group at a time. And the last several have been from San Francisco, and they are just happy to get out. And obviously we are practicing all of the corona safety precautions as far as sanitation and social distancing, but how much more safe can you be when you're by yourself in the middle of a field? There's no people around.
Not a field, it's
It's a
a
campsite,
wonderful
whatever,
vineyard.
beautiful.
You're around a vineyard. aren't
But
you?
the interactions I have, they're just so happy to be out because a lot of these people are confined to their apartments because it's illegal for them to go anywhere.
Yeah, and that's, I'm
And
pretty
there's a lot of
shocked about
studio
that.
apartments and couples in San Francisco, and that would be difficult.
I don't know how they can, yeah, that's pretty crazy how that happened. So we are lucky here in Paso.
My
so.
quarantine tip, if you're working from home, get up every hour.
Talk to the,
Get up every hour, because that's how you end up having, like, hurting your back and getting super
Show
stiff.
your
It's getting-
hand, Anna. Anna is here giving.
I think you can. Like, for whatever reason, the phones get me sometimes, but that doesn't
Oh,
show
okay.
me.
So at any rate, Anna has been working from home since this started, right? Yeah.
This will be my third.
So the
and a
big
half
tip
month.
is you get up every hour, walk around kind of thing. If you're
Yeah.
sitting at a desk.
Yeah. Because
That's a
it's
good
not
one.
good for your.
you know what, I do
It's
that all
also good to
the time.
refresh the brain, I guess.
Even when I'm not sitting down, I'll be vacuuming and then I'll stop because I wanna do something else.
So, my quarantine tip is gonna be, I need to buy more lotion. So we have been, I really realized this today doing a barrel tasting and being in the winery because, you know, we're around all of the, obviously different products, and then barrels wine is very acidic and it gets on your hand. Not only does it stain, but it really eats at your skin after a long lot of use. But the other thing is, like all this hand sanitizer, which is alcohol as well, washing your hands after every contact, after everything,
It hurts your hands.
it is hard on the hands, and then sanitizing. I mean, now that we're kind of slowly opening up, we are following all the protocols. So we have to sanitize every surface after every customer. We have to sanitize the bathrooms. We have to, you know, after you, like, if I put a glass down and then go to pick up a phone, then I have to sanitize myself before I go and touch anything. After you touch any kind of payment method, we have to sanitize screens on iPads. I just want to say it's hard on the hands, so I think lotion may be the next
Yeah.
toilet paper shortage situation.
Well, and if you let, from experience, because when I worked for Fish and Wildlife, I was around seawater, salt water all the time,
Yeah.
and like that ate at my hands a lot. So if you let it go too long, like I'm still dealing with, it can get bad.
So what does it do, not
It just
calluses,
dries out the skin to the point where you've actually hurt the skin barrier and that moisture barrier.
Oh, interesting.
So I was able to help out one area of my hand, but still there's another area. But the point is that take care of your hands.
Take care of your hands.
Take care of your hands.
Jonathan, great to hear. Thank you guys for watching. So John Smallwood's question is, what is a good dessert to go with Malbec?
Ooh.
I am
Vanilla
going
ice
to
cream?
think about this one, and I have my decision, I believe,
I just
but I'm
said
going to
mine.
taste it. Oh, go ahead, mention it.
Vanilla ice cream with chocolates, like drizzled chocolate.
Drizzled dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Cocoa. 70%.
Ooh,
So, she even named a
That's-
percentage.
that is
So
high.
Anna is saying vanilla ice cream. Now, is there a brand that you prefer? Because I've noticed that vanilla can really vary.
I like the Trader Joe's chocolate, but
Oh, I meant the ice cream.
Oh, ice cream. No,
Thrifties.
Thrifties.
Oh my god, I'm a Breyer's vanilla bean person.
Have
Are
you
we
ever
gonna
had
have to do
Thrifties vanilla ice
tasting
cream?
of ice cream now?
It's been a long time, but I like it.
No, I like Breyers too.
I'm gonna go cheesecake, like a New York style
Ooh.
cheesecake with either a blackberry
Mm-hmm.
drizzle, or I would be hesitant to put actual blackberries on it because
That might.
that has a lot of acidity and a lot of fruit. Like I would
So
go
you
with
would
a
need
drizzle
more
of
of the
concentrated syrup,
Yes.
but not a sweet syrup. You want like that fruit syrup. But that's my final answer: New York style cheesecake with blackberry drizzle. What about you?
A churro.
Ooh, little. Oh, what about a dipping sauce for that
Yes,
churro?
I would do
Would
a
you
little
do
bit.
it?
I would do a little dark chocolate drizzle on my churro.
Dark chocolate drizzle. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a good one. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to do it.
Yeah. So
Or
yeah,
a beignet.
that's.
A beignet.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Would you do okay?
I don't think I've had a beignet.
Oh, they're delicious.
I'm Mexican. We don't have beignets.
I know, but you need to go to.
Okay.
There, what kind of sauce would you do the beignet? Because there's, like, I could see this with maybe a caramel sauce, like a rich, not a sweet caramel sauce, but like, those rich, warm. And I'm thinking warm on the caramel sauce for sure.
And you can even have an apple, dipping it in some, like a candy apple, a caramel candy apple, a caramel
I think
apple.
that would go.
But it would
with
have to
this.
not be like a bright green or a bright red. Like, I would do something that's a little more savory. I'm not sold on the apple.
Okay, well, try
I'm
it.
not sold on the apple, but I am sold on the beignets and the churros with the
The
sauces.
apple might be a little. I could see the apple being similar to the berries.
Yeah,
kind
it's,
of.
you don't want like
But
that.
there's different apples, there's
That's
your
true.
Asian apple, there's your Fuji apple, there's your delicious,
Pink lady apple.
there's your pink lady, there's your green. You don't want, I'm not talking about the green, because the green apples, the Granny Smiths are the best ones to cover for your caramel, but they're, because they're a little sour.
There's just like in grapes, there's a lot of tannin in the skin of the apple.
Exactly.
So that's gonna like make your mouth kind of like pucker.
Pucker while you work.
So I hope we answered your question, and I'm sure that that must mean that we're hungry. So we're gonna go ahead and do the
We're gonna do the
drawing.
drawing. We are giving away
Tell them what they have won.
what you've won. Wait, there's more. We're gonna give away an I Heart Paso t-shirt,
Mhm.
which I wear this one over my chicken suit. And we're giving you a roll of toilet paper because,
And a bottle of the Malbec.
and a bottle of the Malbec?
This is a good
Is
one.
my name in here?
I don't know.
Alright.
If you guys have any other questions, send them in now. We're gonna.
Someone
I
pick.
think Anna.
Anna?
Let's see who has won.
Terry Myers.
Oh, Terry! I know her! Terry Hyman Myers. I know her. She's been watching. I don't know if she's on today. Does that count if she's not on
No,
today?
yeah, no. As long as you guys comment once, you
Oh,
will
very
go
cool.
in.
Make
You're
sure you
in the
comment
hat.
because everybody that is new today, I'm putting your name in there. But, I'm excited.
Aw, it's someone we know.
Carrie, and she's been here. She loves our wine.
Good. Well, she's gonna get the Malbec and
Malbec
the shirt and the
and
toilet paper.
Sweet Honey the Rock Star.
And before we go, yeah, I'm just waiting if anyone has any other questions. So this Wednesday, we're kind of Bonnie is gonna be absent, which is too bad,
A little procedure.
but that's okay.
Let's see if they're gonna put a camera down my throat.
She's been putting this off for months, and we're making her go.
Yes.
She wants to not go. She's
I don't
trying to
want
find every excuse to not go.
I tried to work, but for some reason she's not letting me. But you know what's the worst part about it? Do you want to know the reason why I don't want to do it? Is because I cannot drink anything. I can't drink purple the night before.
I know. And you have
I
to drink
drink-
other crappy stuff.
And I can't drink, I have to drink clear.
And you
So-
can't eat for how long beforehand?
Oh, well, it's at 2:00 in the afternoon, so I can,
Oh my god.
yeah, so
All
day.
morning?
All morning, I wake up, I don't get anything, so all day. But I'm I drink, I'm sorry, but I drink wine every night. And red wine is my favorite, and I can't have it, so that's why I've been putting it off, because I can't do this, I can't have anything pulpy, I can't, everything has to be
It
clear.
sounds so lame. Sorry.
Well, they wanna make sure they see the right thing, whatever.
Whatever.
Well, you don't think whatever's inside of me that it's been stained by wine? I mean, I'm just saying, one night's not gonna help it.
Isn't there some sort of like
No, right? You get what I'm saying? One night is not gonna
Oh
help
my
them
God.
see. My stomach is lined with wine.
Drink double after.
drink
Lisa
double?
says.
I think that's a good idea. But so I was gonna say we're bummed that Bonnie's not gonna be here, but she'll be here on Saturday. So Wednesday, after Dad did his Zoom video yesterday with the Paso Wine Alliance and Tackett and Volatus wineries, he actually is open to coming back on.
Whoa.
So I'm making Dad come in.
Okay, give him a little wine before he comes.
Oh,
because he
I
gets,
will.
he's
He's so grumpy sometimes.
Wine takes the grumpiness out of Dad.
It
That's
does.
the shirt that we're gonna
He
make
really,
for him.
and he actually had a good time because I think he sees how to, like, I will say with the Zoom and you're able to interact, because I love being able to interact with you guys, and we're doing that through the Facebook Live, but it is kind of fun to do the Zoom where you can see people's faces and talk to each other, and there's interaction. This is great because we interact with each other and probably laugh at all of our own jokes, which I do anyways. But yeah, so we're gonna have him here on Wednesday. I have a few topics I'm thinking about, but if there is something that you want to get John's opinion on, wine related, vineyard related, business, life, anything, let us know, and I will try to find something good, because it's rare that we get him down here and we peel him away from his self-quarantine life. But I want to do a topic that you guys are interested about, so definitely let me know. Put it in this feed, or shoot us an email, and we will look at everything. So I think it'll be fun to do an interesting topic. Well, that's all I have. Do you guys have anything?
That's all I have. I was schooled. I read the book the wrong way.
No. Oh my God, no. It's okay.
By way of France.
Our brains are kind of mush.
I
right
thought,
now.
yeah, and I thought by way, I thought he was traveling, you know, he was like a little hobo. The Malbec grape was traveling across the country, and he stopped in France, fell in love with, you know, Miss Petite Verdot, and that's how come they got together. And then France said, oh, he took you upon and planted you, and
You were here all along, though.
yeah, you were here
It
on.
was actually
I think it was-
Malbec who was like, you know what? I'm going to retire and move to South America.
Yeah, and I think it was like he felt he was the redheaded stepchild, and that's why he left.
I think maybe not redheaded stepchild, because we were talking about which one?
Grenache.
Grenache. I think that Malbec was more just underappreciated.
Yeah,
Not
that's
necessarily just, and also, but didn't felt like it had more to offer. So not like ashamed to be like, I'm pulling up stakes and I'm going where I can be mass planted.
And I'm going
I
where
want
I
to
can be,
proliferate.
I'm going where they're gonna appreciate me.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Argentina, because you did a phenomenal
I'm not gonna
job.
stay here and be beaten like the redheaded stepchild. I'm
Exactly.
gonna peace out and I'm gonna go where I can be widely planted.
Exactly.
There we go.
Here's the
Cheers.
Malbec.
Thank you
Thank you.
guys.
And
And
remember, the Pianetta Malbec is gonna rock your world, honey.
we will go and find something else to pair with it, because talking about all this food made me hungry.
You want to switch her?